Good afternoon. As we mentioned a little bit ago, the CBS has sent its A-team here to cover the Super Bowl and call the big game on Sunday. That A-team, Jim Nantz, Tony Romo, and Tracy Wolfson. This will be their third Super Bowl together. They told me that they realize they are standing on the shoulders of giants. We also asked about the new Raiders coach, Antonio Pierce.
Big game, big platform, but this team, you're in the legacy, you're in the shadow of giants. John Madden, Pat Summerall. Or you're going to get the Pat Summerall Award, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's got to be in the back of your mind too.
No one talks about it more than him, I can tell you.
I love the history.
The history, we love the history of these guys.
I had a chance to know everyone who's ever called the Super Bowl game. Everyone ever since Super Bowl I in 1967. A lot of them were very close friends of mine, including Pat Summerall, including Jack Whitaker, who worked Super Bowl I with Pat.
You did his eulogy.
I did his eulogy, and it is a tremendous honor to be on that very short list. It would have been this 58th one, but there's not that many people who have been given the golden ticket to have a voice at the biggest event in America. And
we definitely don't take it for granted.
We don't take it for granted.
It feels real. Your collegiality, your friendship, it feels real. Not nobody had to stick you together, right?
You know, it's
hard, but they're so nice that I have to like them.
You know, it's been 21 weeks up to this point. It's not just the start of the playoffs till we get together. We're going back to at the end of last summer, and this is 7 years over that this group's been together. It's a lot of meals, a lot of meetings, a lot of on-air time, a lot of family time. We all know each other's families very well. Our kids have been around. It's special.
It's just hard to overcome our producer. But other than that, Rick Hoff, who we love.
What do you think about the Raiders? You know, an outlaw team that's had its battles with the NFL comes to this outlaw city that also had its battles with the NFL, and now they're together and we're hosting the Super Bowl. But they've had a revolving door of coaches so far. You think they're on the right path with the choices they made?
I was so happy that they stuck with Antonio Pierce. I played against Antonio when he was with the Giants. He's one of the smartest, most gifted, emotionally. His communication is going to be at a 10. He has the pulse of the team. He did when he played. I mean, that's a home run hire. And I expect, now he's in a really difficult division that has only gotten tougher now with Jim Harbaugh coming in. So you've got Sean Payton, Jim Harbaugh, and Andy Reid. Three of the best coaches of the last 20, 30 years in the NFL in your division. So he could be great and still not have a great season. However, I think that them hiring him has the stability, and the players are going to love this guy, and he will get max effort out of everybody. And I think that's going to give them a chance, because that right now, when you watch this team under him, you see that they can win a game by effort. We did that game with the Raiders and the Chiefs.
Yeah, Christmas Day.
And they turned it around. That was the first time they're like, enough is enough. Yeah. That's what they said. And remember Coach talking about that?
Yeah.
That was the difference. It was literally their heart. And I'm like, you're not going to out-scheme these other coaches. But sometimes you can win by your will and desire. And I think that's what Antonio is going to help these guys as much as the scheme.
Kansas City wins the Super Bowl on Sunday, and we all think that's a very good possibility. It could go either way, but no one's going to be surprised who the winner is come Sunday. But if it's Kansas City, Antonio Pierce is going to be the last guy to beat Andy Reid on this championship season.
And remember those tears at the end of the game.
Oh, yeah.
In that interview. And we walked away and we all said it. He's got to get this job. He deserves this job after that performance.
Mr. Davis did that.
Thank you all. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, George.
Thanks, George. Appreciate everything.
I think for me, the biggest surprise and the most pleasant surprise is how much Tony Romo knew about something that is near and dear to my heart. It's about a secret base. This is the clue here. A secret base up in the Nevada desert in that direction, where some amazing technology has been tested over the years, things that we've reported on over the years. Tony Romo, it turns out, knows all about that stuff, and that was the most fun of this conversation that we had. Anyway, reporting live from the shadow of Allegiant Stadium, George Knapp, 8 News Now. We'll be right back.